per minute. Temperature of the air
This call is now being recorded.
leaving the cold chamber is minus 5 degrees centigrade, and at leaving the air cooler is 30 degrees centigrade. Neglect losses and clearance in the expander and compressor determine mass flow rate. So we have to calculate mass flow rate and compressor work, expander work, and cycle work. So compressor work is WC, expander work in place of turbine, we have expander here. Okay, so it is a reciprocating device similar to the compressor, but it will expand the air. And the next is cycle work. So it means we have to calculate the cycle work. It means W net. Then we have to calculate the COP and power required in kilowatt. So what we have two pressure limits. So what is given? Two pressure limit. P2 is 1 megapascal. So if we convert this P2, we will get 1000 kilopascal. And P1 is equal to 100 kilopascal. Apart from that, we have cooling capacity, which is equal to 2000 kilojoule per minute. And we have also a two temperature. So temperature of the air leaving the cold chamber. It means it is a temperature at the outlet of refrigerator or inlet to the compressor. So it means this is T1. And another one is the temperature at the outlet of the air cooler. It means it is T3. So we have T1 and T3. Okay. So if you want to solve this question, first we have to write the given data. We have already write the given data. Apart from that, the properties of air is not given. जो प्रॉपर्टी होती है एयर की वो इस क्वेश्चन में हमको गिवन नहीं है, तो जो डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू है हम उनको लेंगे. सीपी की वैल्यू होती है 1.005 किलो जूल पर केजी केल्विन और सीवी की वैल्यू होती है 0.717 किलो जूल पर केजी केल्विन. और अगर हम यहाँ से आर की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करें तो वो आएगी 0.287 किलो जूल पर केजी केल्विन एंड द वैल्यू ऑफ गामा इज 1.4. तो ये वैल्यू आपको हमेशा याद होनी चाहिए. अगर क्वेश्चन में नहीं दे रखा है तो आपको ये वैल्यू यूज करनी होंगी. ओके, सो पहला स्टेप क्या होगा? पहला स्टेप होगा कि जो ये टेम्परेचर गिवन है इनको हम केल्विन स्केल में कन्वर्ट करेंगे, क्योंकि हम गैस इक्वेशन लगाने वाले हैं जब टेम्परेचर कैलकुलेट करने के लिए. तो हम सबसे पहले हमको ये टेम्परेचर को केल्विन स्केल में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. सो सबसे पहले हम फर्स्ट T1 को कैलकुलेट करेंगे. T1 इज -5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. इफ वी कन्वर्ट इट इनटू केल्विन वी विल गेट
So 268 Kelvin.
268 Kelvin. And the another temperature is 30 degree centigrade. If we convert it into Kelvin scale, we will get
303 Kelvin.
303 Kelvin. Okay, so you can see this is the TS diagram of the Bell-Coleman cycle. Okay, so 1 to 2 is a isentropic compression, then 2 to 3 is a isobaric heat rejection in the air cooler, 3 to 4 is expansion, isentropic expansion, and 4 to 1 is isobaric heat absorption. Okay, so in this process 1 to 2 compression is occur. So we have the temperature T1. We have the temperature T1 and we can easily calculate the value of T2. We can easily calculate the value of T2 by the simple relation T2 by T1 equals to P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Okay, similarly we have the temperature T3. So this is T3. So we can easily calculate the value of T4 with the same relation. Okay, so for this we require the pressure ratio. So we know 2 to 3 is a isobaric process and 4 to 1 is a isobaric process. It means P1 is equal to P4 and P2 is equal to P3. ये बात किसके समझ में नहीं आई? It's isobaric process. तो जितना P2 की वैल्यू होगी उतनी P3 की वैल्यू होगी, जितनी P1 की वैल्यू होगी उतनी P4 की वैल्यू होगी. So P2 is given 1000 kilopascal और P1 is given 100 kilopascal. So we can write the pressure ratio. Pressure ratio is equal to P2 by P1 either, or we can write P3 by P4. And P3 is equal to P2 and P1 is equal to P4. And the value of P2 is 1000 and P1 is 100. So what is the value of pressure ratio R?
10.
10. So this pressure ratio R is equal to 10 for this question. Okay. So now we have the value of T1 and we have the value of T3. So our second step should be to calculate the temperature T2 and T4, the remaining temperature. So first we will deal with the process 1 to 2. And for the process 1 to 2, we can write T2 by T1 equals to P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Okay. So P2 by P1 is equal to R, and we have the value of R. So we can put the value of R here, and we will get T2. T2 is unknown, and the value of T1 is 268 Kelvin, and the value of R is 10. And if you put gamma equals to 1.4, so we will get, by solving this expression, gamma minus 1 upon gamma equals to 0.286. Now, can you solve this and tell me the value of T2? Can you solve this?
517.426 Kelvin.
Okay, so it is approximately 517.76 Kelvin. Okay, so there may be variation in answer 2%. Okay, so if you are solving the numerical, so each one is taking different value. Someone is taking 4 digit after the decimal, somebody taking 2 digit only after the decimal. So there may be 2% variation in the values. Okay, so don't worry about that. So the T2 value is 517.76 Kelvin. Okay, so now we have calculated the one temperature. Now similarly, we can calculate the value of T4. Since the T3 is given, we can calculate the value of T4. So in the process 3 to 4, can you calculate the value of T4? So for this isentropic process, we can write T3 by T4 equals to P3 by P4 to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. And P3 by P4 is equal to R, and we know the value of R. Apart from that, we also know the value of T3. So we have the value of T3, we have the value of R, and we have the value of gamma. So we can solve this. We just put the value of T3, 303, divided by T4 is unknown, equals to 10 to the power 0.286. Now calculate the value of T4.
Sir,
157 Kelvin.
156.799. Similarly,
Okay.
157.
So we will take it T4 equals to 156.83 Kelvin. Okay. So now we have done for this process and this process, and we have calculated these two temperature. So we have all 4 temperature. Now, what we have to calculate?
Sir, mass
Sir,
of
mass
air
flow rate.
circulated per minute.
Mass circulation. Okay, so per minute. Okay, so and what we have, हमारे पास और क्या क्या given data में है?
Sir, QL.
Sir,
We have the
QL
cooling
given है
capacity.
सर, T1 और T4 given है और CP की वैल्यू पता है सर.
Okay, so we have the value of cooling capacity. So this is the refrigeration effect 4 to 1. This is the refrigeration effect in this process, isobaric heat absorption. So we can write for this process Q naught is equal to m dot Cp T1 minus T4. So we have the value of T1, we have the value of T4, we have also value of Cp, and this Q naught is given, which is equal to 2000 kilojoule per minute. So now let's simply put the value, and we will get 2000 equal to m dot. So we put the value of Cp 1.005 into T1 is 268 minus the value of T4 we have just calculated 156.83. So now by simplifying this, we will get the value of m dot. Can you tell me what is the value of m dot?
Sir, 17.92 kg per minute.
17.92. So by solving this, we will get the mass flow rate is equal to 17. So by solving this, we will get the value m dot is equal to 17.9 kg per minute. Okay. So this is our answer, and we can also convert this mass flow rate into per second. So if we divide by this expression, this 17.9 by 60, we will get mass flow rate in kg per second. So in the kg per second, the value is 0.2983. And in the question, the examiner asked the mass flow rate in kg per minute. So this is our answer. Okay. So we have done our first part. Okay. Now in the second part, the examiner asked to calculate the compressor work, expander work, and net work. So now we will going to deal with that. So to calculate the work in turbine or expander, we will use this formula MCP T3 minus T4, and to calculate the compression work, we will we will use this formula m dot Cp T2 minus T1. So we have already the value of mass flow rate, and we have the value of Cp, and we have all four temperature. So we can easily calculate these values. So let's do it. So first we will calculate the work required in the compressor. So it will equal to m dot Cp T2 minus T1. Okay, so we have the value of mass flow rate. So we are putting the value of mass flow rate in kg per minute in bracket T2 517.76 minus 26.
Sir, you are not audible.
Any problem?
सर आपकी आवाज चली गई थी सर बीच में.
Okay. Now it is clear.
Yes sir.
Okay. So calculate the value of WC.
Sir, 4492 kilojoule per minute.
4493.057 kilojoule per minute. Okay. So approximately same है. Okay. थोड़ा बहुत वेरिएशन हो सकता है. Okay. Now we have to calculate the value of WT. Okay. So this is our answer. Now we have to calculate the value of WT. So WT is equal to m dot Cp T3 minus T4. So again, we have all the values. Now simply put the value and tell me the answer. So there must be WT.
Sir, 2629.42 kilojoule per minute.
So it is WT. Okay. Okay. So this WT is equal to 2629.52 kilojoule per minute. All are agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So this is also our answer. So examiner asked to calculate the turbine work, expander work, and the net work. So now what we have to do to calculate the net work. So net work is equal to WC minus WT. So W net equals to WC minus WT. Now put the value of WC and WT and tell me the value of W net.
Sir, 31.03 kilowatt.
No, not in kilowatt. Give me the answer in kilojoule per minute first. My answer is correct
Sir,
or not?
1859.4.
This answer is correct or not?
Yes sir.
186.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have calculated the compressor work, turbine work. Just give me a 1 minute. Okay. So this is W net in kilojoule per minute. Now, last part, we have to calculate the COP and power required. Okay, in kilowatt. So power required in kilowatt, we simply divide this by 60. We can easily find the value of W net or power in kilowatt. So we divide this by 60 and we will get the
Sir, you are not audible.
refrigeration system. Okay. Now we have to also calculate the value. We have W net and we have also the value of refrigeration effect. Can you calculate the value of COP? Or you can calculate the value of COP by simple formula 1 upon R to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. Calculate the value of COP.
Sir, 1.074.
1.074.
074.
Okay. Okay. So all are agree with this value of COP?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the simple procedure to deal the numerical of simple Bell-Coleman cycle. Okay. So if you are doing in this manner, even if you are getting the wrong answer, you will get at least 60 to 70% marks in that numerical to follow the procedure. ओके अगर आपकी वैल्यू लास्ट में एट लास्ट आपकी वैल्यू गलत भी आती है मगर आप सेम प्रोसीजर फॉलो करते हैं तो आपको जो है तब भी 10 नंबर के क्वेश्चन में 7 से 8 नंबर मिलेंगे प्रोसीजर फॉलो करने के ओके स्टेप के कभी भी मैशअप नहीं करेंगे किसी भी क्वेश्चन को इस तरह के क्वेश्चन को ओके ऐसा नहीं करेंगे कि कभी कोई वैल्यू निकाल लें कभी कोई और वैल्यू निकाल लें सिंपल जिस भी प्रोसेस को आप डील कर रहे हैं उस प्रोसेस को लिखिए और जो वैल्यू आ रही है जो भी आपकी वैल्यू निकल के आ रही है उसको अच्छे से एक बॉक्स में रखिए ताकि आप पता चलेगी कहाँ पर क्या निकल के आ रहा है आपकी वैल्यू कोई अगर गलत आ रही है तो पता चले एग्जामिनर ओके तो हमको क्या बोला था हमको मास फ्लो रेट निकालने को बोला था हमको कंप्रेसर वर्क निकालने को बोला था हमको एक्सपेंडर वर्क निकालने को बोला था हमको साइक्लिक वर्क निकालने को बोला था सीओपी निकालने को बोली थी और पावर रिक्वायर्ड निकालने को बोला था तो हमने सारा सबकी सब निकाल लिए और बिल्कुल अरेंज मैनर में करेंगे आपने पहले टेम्परेचर को कन्वर्ट किया फिर प्रेशर रेशियो कैलकुलेट किया देन आपने प्रोसेस 1 to 2 को डील किया और टेम्परेचर T2 निकाला उसके बाद आपने प्रोसेस 3 to 4 को कैलकुलेट किया और वहां से टेम्परेचर T4 निकाला ओके देन अकॉर्डिंग टू द न्यूमेरिकल you will solve the numerical okay so here we have to calculate the mass flow rate so first we calculate the mass flow rate then we have calculated the different work and after that we can calculate the COP also okay so now let's move to the next question which is question number 15 according to our tutorial sheet okay so a refrigerating machine of 6-ton capacity working on Bell-Coleman cycle has an upper limit of pressure of 5.2 bar the pressure and temperature at the starting of the compression are 1 bar and 16 degrees centigrade respectively okay the compressed air cooled at constant pressure to a temperature of 41 degrees centigrade and enter the expansion cylinder assume both expansion and compression process to be adiabatic with gamma equals to 1.4 calculate COP quantity of air in circulation per minute, piston displacement of compressor and expander, bore of compressor and expander cylinder, and RPM is given 240 and the stroke length is given 200 mm. And we have to also calculate the power required to drive the unit and take CP equals to 1.003 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, so in this question, first thing we have to deal with Bell-Coleman cycle. Okay, and we know the capacity. The capacity is the point to be noted. The capacity is 6 ton. So what is the meaning of 6 ton? Can you tell me what is the meaning of the 6 ton? My voice is clear? Yes. My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
सर 6 टन का मतलब होगा सर 6 टन आइस मेल्ट करके जितना रेफ्रिजरेशन इफेक्ट प्रोड्यूस करेंगे 24 घंटे के अंदर
It means it's a 6 TR. It means 6 into 3.5167. Okay, simply in kilowatt. Okay. Apart from that, we have a pressure limit. The upper pressure, it means higher pressure. P2 or P3 is 5.2. So P3 and P2 is 5.2. And the lower pressure is 1 bar. So we have the value of P2 and P1. And we have the value of refrigeration capacity. Now, the temperature at the starting of the compression. So it means this is 16 degrees centigrade. So at the starting of the compression, it means this temperature is equal to the 16 degrees centigrade means this is which temperature? T1. Very good. So this is T1. And the compressed air cooled at constant pressure to a temperature of 41 degrees centigrade. So which means this temperature is equal to 41 degrees centigrade.
33
So T3.
T3. Okay, very good. And both the expansion and compression processes are adiabatic with gamma equals to 1.4. Now we have to calculate the COP, quantity of air circulation, and piston displacement, and bore of compressor and expander and power required. Okay, so let's start the numerical. जैसे हमने पहले वाला क्वेश्चन किया था वही प्रोसीजर्स फॉलो करेंगे और जो जो गिवन डेटा है उसको यूटिलाइज करके जो जो हमको कैलकुलेट करना है वो कैलकुलेट करते हुए चलेंगे. ओके, so first we have the two pressure limits P2 and P1. So P2 is equal to 5.2 bar and P1 is equal to 1 bar. Apart from that, we have temperature T1 at the inlet of the compressor is 16 degree and at the outlet of the air cooler is 41 degrees centigrade. So we have P2, P1, T1 and T3. Okay. Apart from that, we have also the capacity of this refrigeration machine. So the capacity is 60 R. So capacity is 6 ton or 60 R. Okay. And the value of Cp is equal to 1.003 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and the value of gamma is equal to 1.4. And we will take the value of R is equal to 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay. Now given data is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first step, we have to calculate, we have to convert these temperature into Kelvin scale. So can you convert this temperature into Kelvin scale? T1
Yes,
equals
sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
T1 equals to
Sir, 289
289
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
289 Kelvin. And T3 equals to
314
314
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
314 Kelvin. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we have P2 and P1. So can you tell me the value of pressure ratio?
Sir, we have T3 and T1.
T3 and T1. Yes, we have already write the value of T3 and T1, na?
Yes, sir.
Pressure ratio.
So pressure ratio 5.2.
So P2 by P1 or P3 by P1, P3 by P4 equals to 5.2 divided by 1. So pressure ratio R equals to 5.2. Okay. Now, first we have two temperature T1 and T3. Now we have to calculate the another two temperature T2 and T4. So first take the process 1 to 2. Okay. So we are going to take process 1 to 2. And for the process 1 to 2, it's the isentropic process. We can write T2 by T1 equals to P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So we know the value of gamma equals to 1.4. And we have also the value of P2 by P1, which is R. So let's put the value, and the value of T1 is also known. So now we put the value T2 upon 289 equals to 5.2 to the power 0.286. Now tell me the value of T2.
Sir,
Sir,
462.689.
462.68 Kelvin.
So 463.1 Kelvin. Correct? Am I
Sir,
right?
462.68 Kelvin.
Okay. It's
Yes, sir. लगभग इतना ही आएगा तो round off में.
Okay. It's approximately same. Okay. Now, so this is our process 1 to 2. Now, let's take another process 3 to 4. Okay. So the process 3 to 4, for the process 3 to 4, we can write T3 by T4 equals to P3 by P4 to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Let's put the value of T3 and the pressure ratio and the value of gamma. We will get 313 divided.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, voice is not audible. Hello, sir.
Yes, what is the value of T4?
Sir, 196.12 Kelvin.
Okay, so it is
Yes, sir.
195.95 Kelvin. Okay, so there is some you are taking the whole value which are coming in the calculator, so that's why you are getting some different answer. Okay, so T4 equals to 195.95 Kelvin. Okay, according to my calculation. So we have calculated the remaining two temperature. So we have all four temperature. Now we have to calculate first mass circulated per minute. So we have to calculate the mass flow rate. Okay, so we will just apply this thermodynamic analysis on process 4 to 1, and for this process 4 to 1 we have Q naught equals to mCp T1 minus T4. Okay, so we have the value of Q naught. We have the value of Q naught. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
60R. Okay, and we can easily convert it into kilowatt by multiplying by 3.5167. So 1 TR is equal to 3.5167. So we will multiply 6 into 3.5167, and which is equal to mCp T1 minus T4. So we have the value of Cp and we have the value of T1 and T4. So let's put the value and tell me the value of m dot. Now tell me the value of m dot.
Sir, 0.225 kilowatt.
So, kilowatt nahi beta,
kg, sir.
kg per second. We are
Yes, sir.
calculating the mass flow rate. Okay.
Okay.
So mass flow rate is 0.226 kg per second. Okay. Now, but in the numerical, in the question, he is asking calculate the mass flow rate in kg per minute. So can you convert it into kg per minute? Can you convert this value in kg
Sir,
per minute?
13.536
Okay,
kg
so
per minute.
We will multiply by 60 and we will get this value in kg per minute. So this is our first answer. Okay. Now, next what we have to calculate? Next, what we have to calculate?
So compressor work.
Let me check what we have to calculate. So we have to calculate the first COP. Okay, so we have calculated the mass flow rate, and now we are going to solve the calculate the COP. Okay, so now let's calculate the value of COP. Can you tell me the value of COP? Can you tell me the value of COP without calculating the compressor work?
1 divided by gamma, 1 divided by R की power gamma minus 1, gamma minus 1.
Yes. So COP is 1 upon R to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. So we will put the value of R. The value of R is 5.2.
5.2.
Oh, 5.2.
We will put the value of R and gamma in this expression, and we will get the value of COP. And the value of COP is equal to 1.66. So this is also our answer. Check the calculation.
Right, sir.
Okay. Now we have to calculate the compression and total work required, net power required. Okay. So we have to calculate the net work required. So first we have to calculate the compressor work, then turbine work, then we will calculate the net work. Okay. So which will give you the value of net power required. So first calculate the compression work. So it is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. So now let's put the value.
सर हम यहाँ से भी तो निकाल सकते हैं COP is equal to QL over Q net से.
COP equals to
QL over Q W net.
Yes, you can calculate from there also.
Okay, sir.
But avoid it. Okay. वहां से avoid करेंगे बेटा मगर. Clear?
Okay, sir.
वहां से avoid करेंगे. अभी मैं बताऊंगा क्यों avoid करेंगे, क्योंकि ये जो क्वेश्चन अभी हम कर रहे हैं ये सारे आइडियल केस के हैं. ओके. अभी अगर यहाँ पर जो एक्सपेंशन और कंप्रेशन हो रहा है पीबी टू द पावर गामा से हो रहा है, गामा इक्वल्स टू 1.4. अभी जब पॉलीट्रॉपिक प्रोसेस आएगी या फिर हमको जब एक्चुअल साइकिल में आइसेंट्रोपिक एफिशिएंसी दी रहेगी तो वहां से कैलकुलेट करने में वैल्यू गलत आएंगी और वो फॉर्मूला काम भी नहीं करेगा वहां पर. तो जनरली हैबिट ये डालिए कि यहीं से कैलकुलेट करने की हैबिट डालिए ताकि गलती ना हो. Okay, you can calculate, but avoid it. Okay. So this is the compression work. Now similarly, we can calculate the turbine work. So tell me the value of turbine work. Again, there is a mistake. This is WT. Okay, so can you calculate the W net? Can you calculate the W net?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the value. Vishes, you are also solving.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the value of W net.
Solve कर Sir,
Sir,
12.7.
12.70 kilowatt.
Okay, so the value of W net is 12.7. Kilojoule per second. Okay, so this is our answer. Now you can also calculate the COP from here, QL upon W. So QL is 21.1 and W net is 12.7. So you will get the same value. Okay, but this is only for the ideal case. यहाँ से आप यहाँ से की रिवर्स करके वैल्यू जब निकाल रहे थे. Okay. You cannot use that formula COP equals to 1 upon R to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1 when the cycle is not ideal. Okay. So now next, we have to calculate the piston displacement of compressor and expander. So we have already done a numerical like that, in which we have calculated the value of piston displacement of compressor and expander. So simply we have to calculate the value of V1 and V4. We have to calculate the value of V1 and V4. So first we will calculate the piston displacement for the compressor. So which is equal to V1. V1 equals to MR T1 divided by P. So we have the value of M, we have the value of R, we have the value of T1, and we have the value of P1. And remember that the value of P1 must be put in kilopascal. Okay, we always put the value of this in kilopascal to balance the unit. So now calculate and tell me the value. My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so calculate the value of V1.
So 0.1874 meter cube.
What unit?
Sir, meter cube.
Sir, meter cube per second.
Meter cube per second.
Meter cube
Since
per
we are multiplying with mass flow rate,
Yes, sir.
meter cube per second. My voice is clear? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now we have calculated the value of piston displacement for the compressor. Now we will calculate the value of piston displacement for the expander. So we will calculate the value of V4 and V4, put the value and tell me the answer. Do it fast.
So 0.125 meter cube per second.
0.125 meter cube per second. So this is our next answer. Now we have to calculate the bore of compressor and expander cylinder. Okay. So now we have to calculate the bore diameter. Okay. It means cylinder diameter. Okay. Now first we will calculate the diameter of for the compressor. Then we will calculate the diameter of the expander. So for the compressor, we have the value of V1. We have the value of V1. The value of V1 is 0.185 meter cube per second. So now from the value of V1, we can calculate the swept volume. And the swept volume is equal to, can you tell me the value of swept volume? If the diameter is D and the stroke length is L, the stroke length is given. And suppose we have to calculate the diameter and we assume that diameter is D. So can you tell me the swept volume?
So pi by 4 d square into L.
Yes, very correct. So pi by 4 d square into L. So this is the swept volume. So swept volume is pi by 4 d square into L. And we can also calculate the swept volume by V1. V1 is meter cube per second. V1 is meter cube per second. So if we divide V1 to RPM, but RPM is revolution per minute. So if we divide this revolution per minute by divide by 60, it will give you the revolution per second. So if we divide this V1 by N, we will get the swept volume. Again, listen carefully. So if we divide this V1 by N, but N in RPM, revolution per minute. So we have to convert it into revolution per second. So if we divide N by 60, so if we divide V1 by N by 60, we will get the swept volume. We will get the swept volume. And one point you should also note, this cylinder is double acting. This cylinder is double acting. Since it is double acting, so we will also divide by 2. So if we divide this V1 2 by N by 60, we will get the swept volume. So equate this pi by 4 d square into L equal to V1 divided by 2N by 60. We can calculate the value of D. Since the value of L is known, value of V1 is known, value of N is known. So now let's put the value pi by 4 d square into the value of L, convert it into meter. So it is 0.2 into, we have the value of V1. Since it is in meter cube, if we are putting the value in mm, so we have to also convert this meter cube into mm cube. So convert this length into meter. Okay. Now by simplifying this, we can easily calculate the value of diameter. So can you tell me the value of diameter?
Sir, 0.383 meter.
So 0.3838 meter, or in mm, we can write 383.8 mm. Similarly, we can also find the diameter of expander. We have the value of V4. We have the value of V4. And for the V4, for the expander, we can write the swept volume equals to pi by 4 d square L equals to V4 divided by 2N by 60. Okay. So now if you put the value, you will get the value of D, diameter of expander. Okay. So if you are doing this numerical in exam, take this D as DC and this D as DE to differentiate. Okay. So use subscript this C for the compressor and E for the expander. So now tell me the value of diameter of expander. Yes.
सर 0.0156 मीटर.
गलत बता रहे हो. 0.1.
Sir, 0.315 meter.
Okay. So this is correct. 0.3154 meter or 315.4 mm. Okay. So now we have calculated all the component. Okay. So we have calculated the COP, we have calculated the mass flow rate, we have calculated the required power, and we have also calculated the piston displacement for the compressor and expander, and we have also calculated the bore of compressor and expander. Okay, so this is the simple questions on Bell-Coleman cycle. Okay, there is a simple approach. जो approach आपको पता ही है वो approach follow कीजिए और Bell-Coleman cycle का question कभी भी गलत नहीं होगा. इन केस अगर कैलकुलेशन में कहीं पे गलती होती है, वैल्यू गलत आती है, तो भी अगर आप प्रोसीजर पूरा फॉलो कर रहे हैं आपको मार्क्स मिलेंगे. Okay. So any problem in this numerical? So now let's take the another numerical. A Bell-Coleman refrigerator operates between pressure limit of 1 bar and 8 bar. Air is drawn from the cold chamber at 9 degrees centigrade. It means we have a pressure limit 1 bar and 8 bar. So definitely it is P2 and it is P1. And air is drawn from the cold chamber at 9 degrees centigrade. Okay. So it means this is T1 and compressed and then cooled to 29 degrees centigrade. So it means this is T3. Before entering the expansion cylinder, the expansion and compression follow the law of PV to the power 1.35 equals to constant. Now listen carefully. This is very important. This is very important and note it down.
Polytropic process.
Whenever you get the condition like this, okay, your क्वेश्चन विल बी चेंज. ओके, यहाँ पर अगर ऐसी कंडीशन मिल गई है यानी कि जो आप अभी तक क्वेश्चन करते आ रहे हो, अब आपका क्वेश्चन बदल चुका है. अभी तक आप जो क्वेश्चन कर रहे थे उसमें आपकी प्रोसेस जो हो रही थी वो पीवी टू द पावर गामा 1.4 पीवी टू द पावर 1.4 आप कांस्टेंट लेके सॉल्व कर रहे थे. मगर यहाँ पर आप क्या कर रहे हो, पीवी टू द पावर 1.35, यानी कि अब आपकी प्रोसेस एडियाबैटिक नहीं रही, वो हो गई है पॉलीट्रोपिक. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
And calculate the theoretical COP of the system for air gamma equals
Sir, you are not audible.
can you calculate
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है सर.
yes, can you calculate the value of COP? My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you calculate the value of COP?
Yes sir.
How?
टेम्परेचर निकालेंगे सर पहले सारे.
Temperature निकालेंगे. We cannot use the formula COP equals to 1 upon R to the power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. Okay? Clear?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
That formula is derived for PV to the power gamma constant. If the compression and expansion process follow the PV to the power gamma, then we can apply that formula. Okay. Otherwise, we cannot apply the formula. So in this question, we have to calculate only just COP, only COP. Okay. And this is also a 10 marks question. So we will solve this question in our next lecture. आज का time हो गया है. Okay. So we will solve this question in our next lecture. And apart from that, we will also solve a numerical of actual Bell-Coleman cycle. Okay. Where the isentropic efficiency of compressor and turbine is given. Okay. So we will deal with this question. Then the numerical on the Bell-Coleman cycle are over. Then we will do the numerical on simple bootstrap and reduced ambient air and regenerative cycle. Okay. So now this is all for this lecture. You can leave the class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, beta. Thank you.